Okay, gonna do daily buys today on Nasdaq and ES. What I'm thinking, kind of some confluences I've gone over. So on Nasdaq, we do have it says a potential seek and destroy day. I don't really see where any of that's at. We've already taken out Asia session lows, which were here. Took out Asia session lows like 3 hours in the London session, so not very impactful there. But we do have London session lows here, which does look like a very prominent draw of liquidity located right here. And then we also have this really nice bullish order block right here. So we'll see how these end up getting reactions off of. My bias is bullish just because we are very close to this new week opening gap. We obviously haven't been really that close to it very recently. We got pretty close to it yesterday's London session. ES, however, has taken about half of it out. So if we mark out between these two candles, we see ES has almost taken about half of it out. It's just short of half of it, more like a third of it really, that ES has already taken out. So obviously this happened a long time ago. This isn't like right now. If it was right now, my bias would be heavily bullish, but ES is already taking half of it out and we were getting really close to it. I don't think the new move is going to be quite big enough on ES to fill in all the way. I do know Nasdaq has that potential to almost completely fill this in. So I'm very interested to see how we react off of this if we do get a liquidity sweep to the downside. It does say a potential seek and destroy day. There's not enough draws of liquidity up here or anywhere really to have a seek and destroy day, which I'm very confused about because it would have to be like that low, then this low. Like that's not going to happen. But I do think we definitely have the potential to take this liquidity out and move up. While ES does have some more highs located up here, we do have London session highs today, yesterday, and then Asia session highs as well from yesterday. So, well, my bias is going to be bullish just because we are right next to this new week opening gap, which is a very strong draw of liquidity. I'm surprised it hasn't been that impactful yet, but that had to do with price dropping 4% over Asia session and then London session of Monday. So that kind of did not help in regards to it returning being bullish. But we are starting to make our way up. I think today we're going to get the sweep of London session lows, and then we are going to get a big move up, especially on Nasdaq. ES does tend to move a little bit slower, but since ES already has taken out about a third of it, I think ES is also going to continue to move up. So we'll see how we end up getting some reactions off of this order block. Obviously, you see on the 1 minute we've tapped into it already, and we've gotten a pretty strong move out, but more importantly, I want to see this liquidity get swept. So I want to see this, these London session lows get taken out, and then we get a strong move up. So obviously that's going to take some time. Macro, I don't trade till the macro, so at least 950. But we'll probably see a half decent setup. At least we'll see. I'm hoping we see pretty good price action today. Yesterday was terrible, but that just had to do with news today. And news today, we only have unemployment at 8:30. And then if we look at the 8:30 candle, obviously you see not really much. It's not like a CPI or PPI candle that completely rips through all draws of liquidity and makes the day kind of like invalid. Nothing really special on unemployment today. So going to be definitely looking to take a trade today. And like I said, we do have some very strong high time frame draws of liquidity that we definitely want to target. Could definitely see a sweep of London session lows and then approach London session highs. Not really seeing anything too out of the ordinary between the two indexes. They're both hovering right below that new week opening gap that I've been talking about. So I think we are definitely going to see price approach this new week opening gap. Maybe not rip through it, but we're definitely going to get a bullish move up to it just because this is the first time in New York session that we've been decently close to it. The last time we had it was yesterday, and then that kind of went against it because we had news yesterday. We had high impact news. We had Fed funds rate, so it generated some really shitty price action. I think today, if we have half decent price action, we are going to see some very strong moves up and taking out these highs and moving into this new week opening gap.